Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko, and in this whole video we're going to look into Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, and as well Capricorn Rising. A weekly general tarot reading February 22nd up until February 28th, 2021. And if you find yourself interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and then you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and purchase either of these services. So with that being set aside, moving to the Capricorn reading straight away, the first card that you have is going to be the 10 of Wands. Moving next, what we do have, that is to be the 9 of Swords, followed by the 3 of Pentacles. Moving next, what we do have, that is to be the 7 of Swords. And the last one for you, Capricorn, that is to be the High Priestess. So these 5 cards, what we do have here, and just hold on a second. All right, so this week it is going to be where you are taking the things which are out of hand and kind of like systemizing and structuring them, making them way more bearable. In fact, by the end of the week, you are to find yourself into a pretty strict routine, if I can say it that way, into something way more predictable, and as well way more, how can I say, way more aligned to be coped with. So at the start of the week here, we do have the 10 of Wands, and this card pretty much shows the sheer number of things that you do have to manage. Now the 10 of Wands here points that there are aspects, or rather like activities, promises if you will, as well, and tasks that simply cannot be neglected. They are waiting for you to tackle with, and nobody else can do it instead of you. And 10 of Wands, it is related to the responsibility that one carries on. That is no different than when you start dancing. You are entitled to dance up until the music stops. And this is what we do have here as well. You jump into one activity in the previous week or at the start of this one, and you cannot pull yourself away until that activity is done. And this is why the 10 of Wands is usually, how can I say, interpreted as being overburdened. And that is because you don't have the sense, you do have the sense that you can't pull yourself away from it. You just have to carry on up until its very end. And while the 10 of Wands is very demanding card, while you have to pretty much attend to your relationship, if you will, to its full extent, you cannot neglect it. You have to attend to your business duties as well, and you cannot take a break off them. The rewards of the 10 of Wands is pretty amazing, and they are pretty amazing. And the biggest reward that you can get from it, it's a power over your colleagues, power over your boss as well, power over your intimate partner. What you're going to do with that power, that depends entirely on you, okay? But at the very end, at the very end of the manifestation of the 10 of Wands, you're going to have more than you actually bargained for. That's why the repayability of the card is pretty amazing. And if throughout the process, you're feeling like you have messed around, and how can I say, you should have not taken the task, or you should have not promised the thing, you should think again, because at the end you are going to be repaid with more than you have invested. In fact, if you are looking at the person here, he's pretty much struggling to keep up with the fruits of his labor, and that is what's gonna happen with you as well somewhere throughout the week, that you are gonna find it very difficult to capitalize on all the benefits that the hard work, because that is what you're gonna do here, a hard work that you are putting in is going to produce. And however, this hard work brings up with a lot of responsibility, like I said, and that is displayed here right after you start coping with the sheer number of tasks, promises, and as well responsibilities that you need to undertake. And that is shown with the Nine of Swords. And that is the fear of you doing the wrong thing. That is the fear, what if, I do this and my boss fires me? What if I do that and my partner leaves me hanging? All right, or rather, my partner leaves me stranded. I'm sorry. So Nine of Swords, it is the card that you need to pretty much bash away those poignant and negative thoughts of your head, and pretty much stand against your fears, because like I said, at the end of the day, the activity required in order to push these aspects of your life that you have promised, that you have taken, undertook, are waiting you and nobody else. Only you are the one who can push the endeavor to its very end. It's how can I say? It's a bit overwhelming, to say the least. That is for the reason because the consequences of your actions at that point, you are to understand that they are having a huge influence upon your life, and it's not going to be like, if I mess up, that's gonna be okay, that's gonna be fine. It will seem like the end of the world. Now, I'm not saying that you're gonna mess up, but still the question of what if is gonna linger and is gonna hang in your mind. And some of you may find themselves rather petrified from the thought, and that is the worst state that you can find yourself into, because this is gonna make you unable to do anything, and doing nothing here is the worst thing you can do. So yeah, great power comes with great responsibility, and you have to live up to that responsibility. Say what you have to say, okay? Don't be afraid if your partner is gonna leave you stranded. Because at the end of the day, you become a slave if you do not say what you have to say. Do what you gotta do. Again, don't be afraid that you are gonna get fired, because at the end of the day, that's what you are paid off to do. Job, okay? Not doing anything certainly is gonna get you fired. But yeah, live up to the responsibility that it is trusted or entrusted to you, and that way it's highly unlikely that you are gonna mess up. But again, the fear of the negative consequences of your actions is gonna linger into you, and you have to stand against that fear and conquer it. And right after that, we do have the Three of Pentacles. And this card here points to a lot of cooperations that you are going to do with people around you, colleagues, friends, and as well maybe with your intimate partner also. Or if you are single, that is the card here that's it's pointing to introductions that you are going to have with different people if you are on a dating site, or if you are walking around in park, etc., etc. It is just a lot of people that are working together. And with this card, it's highly likely that you are going to get a lot of support as well, that's to cope with all that performance, to cope with all that development that you are striving for here with the first couple of cards. Now, Three of Pentacles as well, it's related to criticism. So at that point, you may be addressed with some things that you are not doing perfectly, or that you are not doing right. And this criticism with the Three of Pentacles, especially as having it, the card like that, is going to be directed mainly about your apprehensiveness to live up to the responsibility regarding to the extent that you did not live up to. So if you are, how can I say, if you are apprehensive of taking big responsibilities, then you are going to have a big criticism. But if the responsibility, you are tackling with the responsibilities to their maximum extent, then the criticism is going to be very puny, if there is going to be a criticism at all. But regardless, to say here, Three of Pentacles points, like I said, to a lot of how can I say, my God, the word just jumped out of my mind. Support. To a lot of support that is going to help you develop further and as well a lot of cooperations that are going to include productive conversations and as well criticism that you need to make a point of. And right after these cooperations that we do have, that is going to be the Seven of Swords. So those cooperations and these conversations that you're going to have, which are going to be dappled with criticism once again, are going to make you quite determined. It is the word that I should use here. And with that determination, you are going to demand the payment that you deserve with the responsibility you took, and probably that is the core of your fears. You know, you're taking all these responsibilities, you are making all that flawless performance, if you will, and you are expecting your boss to figure out that they need to pay you more, right? Without you asking about it, being afraid. If you do ask, they are gonna say, walk away, right? Or just tomorrow you're not working with us. And or for example, you are addressing your relationship with the full responsibility you have and seeing that your partner doesn't, and you are afraid to speak about it, thinking that your partner is gonna walk away, is gonna break up with you. And here the Seven of Swords plays a role where your determination kicks in to step for your own rights, to live up to your self-righteousness, if you will, and at some point to storm the situation. Now, that doesn't mean that you're going to storm it straight away, okay? Here, this is just the determination that kicks in. And at that point, it's highly likely that you are going to set up for the rewards you deserve. And that is going to be through the performance you're going to make, and as well the preparation, so you're not getting any more beguiled into a puny rewards, nor being deceived by yourself that you do not deserve as much as you think you deserve. That is very, very important. Because here with the Seven of Swords, with this follow-up, and probably the criticism is going to be addressed to it as well, it is that you are way underselling yourself, unfortunately. And that in some cases could be a very sad thing, okay? For example, what I can come up with as an example, it is that guys, you're trying to impress somebody so much, okay? And simply you're so afraid to be yourself and to do something that it is within your character, that thinking that this person is going to stop paying attention to you, and then you do have that as a criticism that you are not yourself and you're way too much trying to pretend as somebody else so you can impress that person, that guy or that woman, regardless. And that puts you in a state where you stop deceiving yourself and be yourself, demanding the how can I say, the attention you deserve for everything you did. And eventually you're going to have what you have been owed. But here we are talking about a standpoint that you do want to have a, how can I say, to have fulfillment of your own deeds. And a standpoint where you feel like your own agenda, like your own goal have been manifested through the actions you make. Because at the end of the day, you are going to work so you have a good life, right? You are not having a life so you can work. That's a big difference. And you are ending up the week here with the High Priestess, which is the stabilization of all that. So you are finding yourself at the end of the week sorting everything out, ensuring the long-lasting, the longevity, if you will, of the endeavor you have started, or the endeavors you have started at the start of the week. And this card here could speak about the longevity of your career place after this very demanding performance that you are going to make. That card could ensure, is ensuring as well the longevity of your relationship, that you have demanded to give you the attention you need as well, and the treatment you need as well. The High Priestess, and I hate to say it, you know, because I don't like using this word, but the High Priestess could be as well a sign that you are getting closer and closer to your soulmate, or that you are with your soulmate finally. But in generally, you are going to feel and know at that point that you are at the place where you belong. So with that being said, Capricorn, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, February 22nd up until February 28th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.